Or
What's up,
reveal
dude?
yourself. Everybody may not know who you are. Introduce yourself. Who are you?
Yo, what's up? It's Ghetto Finger Gaming from Instagram. Usually not on this side of the camera. I'm usually the one filming. You can
I
see me,
know.
everything. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, well, I can hear you perfectly right
All
now.
right, because I can't see anything. I even got you on the other computer, but I can't see myself.
Oh,
So
seriously? Oh, that's
it's hard to see if it works.
all right. So, um, oh yeah, on your computer you might have to mute it.
Yeah, I got it done.
So the first thing is, I do you want everybody to call you Ghetto? Do you want to reveal your first name? It doesn't matter to me. That's the
Yeah, my
first.
first name, by the way, is Gino. If you guys want to call me
Gino.
Ghetto,
Okay.
Gino, whatever's fine.
I didn't know. And Jim's like, I don't remember, and I didn't get a chance
I
to look
said I
it
think
up.
he has an Italian name.
Yeah, that is Italian. All right.
Yeah.
Gino. All
Well, it's
right.
on my
So what
Instagram.
we're
It's
gonna
Gino Calistini. It's on my Instagram. My last name's Calistini. It's on my Instagram. So
so first of all, can you tag in his Instagram? So if you are not following
I don't know how to do that. What?
Ghetto Gaming on Instagram, Ghetto Finger Gaming on Instagram, you need to go do that right now. He does put out lots of videos. He has a quite a good following on Instagram. Much better at Instagram than I am.
I'm
and
addicted.
so yeah, and I'm just curious. Not one of the questions, but I have a side question. So the little videos that you do, how long did they take you to make? Because they're pretty good, and I don't know anything about this stuff. Like teenager here probably knows a lot, but not me.
So from unboxing, depending on how big the unboxing is, if I get like 30 boxes from you guys,
Yeah.
the unboxing itself takes like 8 to 15 minutes, and the edit time is probably like about 40 minutes. So
Okay.
not too long, really. For video, it's not too long.
Do you have a
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer.
do you have a certain thing you like to use to edit your videos? And yes, Fat Cards, he is on YouTube also, so you can
Yeah,
follow him in place.
I do Adobe, and pretty much is all I use is Adobe
Adobe. Okay, interesting.
Premiere. I use Premiere, so
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I mean they're killer. I always enjoy watching them. So all right. So
yeah.
my first question again, it's just gonna be a really short interview, y'all, and then Ghetto is gonna go crazy and show off whatever he wants to show off. Okay.
I got
Um,
some pretty rare stuff in here.
All right, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I'm sure they are too. So my first question is, what was the first video game you ever played?
First video game I ever played was right here, Star Voyager. This is my first game. We got this for Christmas when I was a kid. We got the Nintendo, but we didn't have any games with the Nintendo. So my grandma went to the store and got this game for us like the next day after Christmas. And it was Star Voyager, which is like the hardest space flight game ever made. But once you got it figured out, it's a pretty amazing adventure. This one here, Star Voyager for the NES. A lot of memories on this game, man. A lot of memories. So that's my
Awesome.
first game, Star Voyager.
All right, so that's the first question. My second question is, what did I? This is a hard one. I know this is going to be hard. So, and he did have the questions ahead of time because I wanted him to have time to think. What is your all-time favorite video game of all time?
All right, all
On
time. You guys are gonna be
platform.
surprised about this. All right, it's a weird one. All right, a weird one. It's for the Sega Genesis, and it's Immortal. Another Grail here, Immortal for the Sega Genesis. It's like one of the very first dungeon crawlers in a sense, I guess. You know, you had Diablo come out around the same era time. So, but Immortal for the Sega Genesis. This game is freaking amazing. Hope you guys can see what I'm showing. Cause like I don't have like a preview monitor, so but Immortal for Sega Genesis. This game's crazy. It was my first time I ever played like a top-down dungeon game. I was so hooked on this thing. It's all in here. Look, I even have the old. Check this out. I even have the old codes written back in the '90s. This is my handwriting back in the '90s on a piece of paper from like way back in the day.
Wow.
And I've had this thing with me since high school. So yeah, this is one of my favorite games. Right, I still play this game right now. So
So
definitely.
Flippin' Tito asked that the first game that you said was the first game that you ever played, was that your original that you just showed us?
Yeah, Rich, a lot of these games you guys will see in here tonight. So any all the NES games, like 75% are original.
Wow.
All the GameCube games are original, like all stuff I got during that era, you know.
Right.
With my collection, you'll see I don't the only thing I have a full complete run of, like every single game made on Earth is for the Vita. Is
Okay.
for the Vita. I had that full entire run. I even have this kind of jumping the gun. So in here I have like 7 Vitas, PSPs. Like this is my something happens. This is the case that goes with me, right? So yeah, Vita. But anyway, I collect just what I like. Like, so if I think that game's awesome, I'll hunt it down and get it. So that's how I kind of do my collection, a little bit of everything.
All right, so some people are asking questions in the chat. I'm gonna jump to Noxtel is asking you, hey, what's the most addictive game you ever played? And so let's start with that one.
Ooh, most addictive game would probably be Super High Glide right here for another one for the Sega Genesis. This game is freaking awesome. I don't know if you guys played this yet or not, but this game's fire. And I also like. I'll show you another one of the games when I go to the other section behind me. I'll pull out the other game I enjoy a lot.
And then he's saying, is there a game that took the most time, most of the time? I don't know if he meant like to
Well,
finish
so
or
I'm
get.
a cross genner, so I play other things. Behind me, I have I'm a big Commodore guy, so I have like a working Amiga 500 back here, fully pimped out. I got the newer age Amiga, which is a 1222. So basically, the games that eat me up the most. Let me see. Here, I'll grab it real fast. So the two games here,
Oh, another gift.
right here.
Let me get
All right,
in.
so Monkey Island for the Commodore Amiga and BattleTech are the two games that's growing up that I couldn't put these two games down ever. So these are the time eaters right here. These are my time eaters.
All right, so those just coming in, this is the giveaway throughout the show. What I'm doing is I'm having a little interview with Ghetto Finger Gaming. I thought it would be nice to have interview a customer, ask some questions, and then he gets to show off his collection, which his collection is crazy, guys. So very, very awesome things that you're going to be seeing.
And we'll have to do a part two, you guys, because the stuff I have in here is probably only 80% of my collection. The living room has all the consoles and all my
Mm.
big boxes and PlayStation 5, PS4, all that stuff out there. So
All right, so Francis, that's our worker. He's asking, what's your favorite console that you own? Do you have a favorite?
PlayStation 1. Well,
Okay.
Vita and PlayStation 1 are my two favorites. So
Okay. Oh, good question, Cradle. What was your most disappointing game? Do you have a most?
Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtles for NES, that game sucks. It's so hard. It's ridiculous. That's one of the games I hate. I hate that game. I really do hate that game.
That was a good question. That's something I thought of.
I hate that game, man.
Okay, we said the gaming. Is there any special memories around video games that you wanted to share with everybody?
All right, so I didn't really have a mom and dad. Me and my brother were raised with my grandparents.
Okay.
So me and my brother, man, was all about playing video games. He's a lot older than me. He's like 8 years older than me. So I wouldn't even be into video games. It wasn't for my older brother Josh. He worked at a grocery store when we were growing up. So he had a little extra money. So he always brought home games for us and stuff to play new games. So yeah, me and
Nice.
my brother Josh, man, we used to just tear it up. Like that was our thing. We played Rygar. I don't know if you guys ever played Rygar and how hard Rygar is. We used to leave the thing on just so we can continue because if you die in Rygar, you're dead. Like there's no second life, right? So that's one of the games that really put a lot of time into beat was Rygar together. I remember that one. So
Jim's over here saying he's played it. Y'all, Jim has played that game. Jim has played it.
right on, Jim. That's a good
He
game to
knows
play.
it. Well,
It's
that's
hard.
awesome.
Rygar is so difficult till you get the power ups, but man, it's a good one. It's definitely a good one.
So I love that it was like bro time for you guys, bonding time. That's awesome. Love that. So
No, I did not. I didn't play the remake of Rygar. Grant, I didn't play the remake of that one.
okay, so addicted buyers wondering, do you have like a favorite game genre, like action adventure, open world?
I have my all-time favorite game of all time right here. It's my most favorite game of all time. I can play this game in this series over and over and over and over. And I got a Gem Mint beautiful copy right here. Boom. This is the one, man. This is a Dino Crisis. And this is my series. I love this series. I love this type of game. So any of these Resident Evil type stuff, top down shooter type stuff like this. I love them. I love these right here. So this is one of my this is my baby girl. I love this game. It took me a long time to find this in such good condition.
Nice. And is there a certain game you're currently playing, or do you kind of like bounce around?
Yeah, I bounce around all over actually. I play a lot of Battlefield 4 on my PC here. For PC game, that's like really I cut it off. I don't really play anything else on there but that game really. I do play a little bit of that cowboy one. I can't remember the name of it right now. But basically, my go to for gaming is my GameCube. I do a lot of GameCubing right now. I've been doing a lot of GameCubing,
Mhm.
and the Switch, man. I've been just dominating on Switches. Since I found JNS Games, I had like I don't know a month ago. You guys are gonna see a month ago. I had not one single Switch game to my name. Not a Switch. Didn't own a Switch.
Oh, we can
Never
change
had a
that.
Switch.
Oh, we
Didn't
have.
even have a Switch game. Right. So
Wow.
in a minute, I'll show you guys. I got a lot of Switch games now. So I've been playing the crap out of the Switch.
And then once you show your collection, if you want to show your favorite item, unless you already have it in front of you, I know that's like a really hard question when your collection is so big, so
Yeah, I
big.
don't really. Yeah, there's so much and so many different genres here to pick from. It's there's not really like a favorite, I guess. But just really like Dino Crisis would be on the top of my list,
Right.
and it really is my favorite. Really,
And then my other question is, your wife, does she play with you? Does she play video games too?
yeah, she played World of Warcraft with me pretty heavily back when I played that. We got bored of it.
Mhm.
Right, and she plays like Astrobot and a few other games with me and stuff in the living room. But yeah, she'll definitely play some. We have a pinball machine and stuff we play on, and so she likes
Yeah.
playing some games. All the kids
Nice.
do. We're definitely a gaming family over here.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great that you have that in common. All right, so I'm gonna let you take it away. If they have questions as you're showing stuff, you can answer their questions. I asked my questions. Now it's time for him to show
All right,
some of his
we'll
collection.
start.
This is just
Let's
part.
start over. So this is my Amiga 500. Here I'll go slow so you guys can see it. This is the A500. It's got the Super RAM upgrade on it here. Right now it's running I'm running a bootleg copy of Star Wars on here right now. So but it's pretty cool, man. Everything's old school. I do have a monitor coming though from here soon. It's gonna be a whole different setup on both these right here. I'll have two different monitors going on here like in another week. A company called Checkmate just released a really killer monitor for us retro computer guys. Um, I'll try to save the Wii stuff for last. So I'll keep it over here. So yeah, I have a little bit of everything. Like this is from Saturn, Sega CD, PlayStation One, bunch of PSP. Then you just keep going to NES. Man, I got everything. N64, GameCube, all the way down here to the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and it's pretty much my lot. This is pretty much the full lot over here of the entire run of the Vita. I got all the big box stuff, all the rare big boxes for the Vita, and so on and so forth. Favorite N64 game? I'll pull it out for you in a second. And then for the Switch, you guys, like I said, a month ago, I didn't have one freaking Switch game over here. This is all because of JNS Games right here. This is my entire run of Switch stuff that I got over at JNS Games, man. And I've got some freaking fire over there. None of this is open, by the way. There's a few things I pulled that are open. One of the things I'm going to be playing here soon is this Blade Runner game right here. This is awesome. This is a remake from the PC. I cannot wait to play this on the Switch. But here, I'll back up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more, and I'll show you guys some of the older stuff I have.
I love that you're super organized. My mind loves this so much.
Oh, and that's one of my favorite items right here. This thing, I chase this all the time. See that chest right there? That's one of my favorite things I have in my office. Is that chest right there. I love that
Hmm.
Persona 5. Here's all my graded games. Every single one of these graded games right here came from JNS Games. There's not one single graded game. There's 50 total for my graded games from JNS Games. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, you guys. For the 64, someone asked what my favorite one of my favorite games is right here, and it's gonna be this Armorines. It's really fun. This Armorines game. If you guys want to play a fun N64 game, check this out right here. It's a lot of fun. It's a blast to play. Really good. Yeah, we do have good insurance here. I have this isn't the only thing I collect. So one of the coolest items I got, guys, is the original VR goggles before VR even came out, and these were released for the Commodore, the Amiga, back in the day, back in the late '80s. These came out in '89. These are one of the very first renditions, the very first consumer available 3D VR glasses. So that's one of my grails I got. Those still work as well.
That's neat.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys got any other questions really on the collection in here.
Well, again, if you just coming in, this is we are co-hosting with Ghetto Finger Gaming. He's showing his collection. Make sure you go follow him. He is on Instagram and YouTube. He does videos. And again, we're just reaching out to different customers. Think it would be cool. And again, just sharing what y'all have. And
The
people are saying,
rarest item.
"Gosh, we're so alike." So people are finding out like who their people are.
Now, this is the rarest item I have. So this is the fourth oldest SX64 on planet Earth. And this one's also a very rare one due to the fact that this is the promo demo that Commodore used at all their shows. So, and this is fully complete. I have the box for it, the original manuals. This right here is like super grail to find this complete bag box for the manual for that system. It's super grail. Just some more is there's my Switch guys that I rock. This is signed by Dave Haney, the creator of the Commodore 64. It's on a shirt he signed.
Oh
This is
wow.
some like checkmate case and whatnot. Yeah, this is my spot, dudes, where I hang out. Here, I'll show you the computer area where I do like all my Amiga backpacks where I do my conventions and stuff.
I think the Commodore 64 was the first computer we had in my house.
Me too.
I just aged
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, the 64 is a lot of fun actually. This is my silver stuff here. Like I got my digital microscope so I can zoom in and check out, make sure I don't get ripped off. Um, this is my Sigma right here. This is for testing all your precious metals. It's like a $1,200 machine. But this gives you peace of mind so I don't get ripped off. I do anything. That's my hobbies, man. Video games and doing that. So
So somebody asked if you okay, there's a couple questions. Flip and Tita was asking if you sell, flip, or just collect.
oh, I only collect. Nothing's for sale ever. When I do pass away, all the stuff will be left to the kids, you know. Most of my stuff. This is my 85-inch baby right here. I have
Playing my favorite
pretty
movie.
much every single console made on planet Earth is inside of here. We got and they're all hooked up to television. In 64 in here. Those cool signs I got from JNS Games right here. That's why I was chasing those that one night because I wanted to put them here on my machines.
Ah, yes, makes
There's
sense.
all that. And here's some more of my big box stuff up here, guys. Like I said, there's just tons of it. Uh, here's my 1980s video cops toy collection right here. I'm only missing 2 figures to complete the whole collection. Yeah, Santa's real, Knox. Of course, Santa's real. Anyway, that's my little pinball machine and stuff, and
Somebody
that's
was asking if the I don't know if they're asking the TV if it has a TurboGrafx 16, and they're asking how in the world do you hook it? Is that all hooked up?
if it's able to have an up converter, I use an up converter into the television, or I run everything into the up converter into this HDMI switch, so I can switch through all the different machines, and that's how I switch through them. Well, if you guys want to see a grail, here, this will make some of the old school guys salivate a little bit. So here's my complete cherry. Here, we'll take this to my office. Well, we're gonna take this to the office. So this is like my little grail right here, pretty much. Hold on, guys, let's get in here real fast. Sorry, hope we didn't make anybody throw up with the fast movements.
No, you're much better than when Jim goes upstairs to do stuff. He
Make
makes
sure you
everything
guys,
else.
ooh, you guys can see Sarah. All right, here we go. All right, so this thing took me a freaking forever to find. And here, I'm gonna have to use both my hands, guys. Don't want to wreck it. All right, here she is. Check this out. And this thing is fully 100% operational and in mint condition. So this is the Dominator right here. But yeah, so that's it, man. That's the whole lot, man. That's the whole lot.
Popular's asking if you're ready to adopt some of us. They want to be
We
adopted.
have five. We
Receive
have
that.
5 children. I mean,
There
we
you
are
go.
full. We're full over here
You're
right
out of
now.
luck, guys. You're out of luck. Somebody asked if you play with your family. He did say earlier that they're all a gaming family, so they game together. And it started with gaming with his brother, who's 8 years older than him. That started.
Yeah,
Pop says
definitely.
time for 6.
I know. No, I don't want 6. No way. I'm done. We're done with that. We're we're tapped out. We're done with that. And then one of my most favorite games on the on the Vita is this Grail right here. This is the Grail for the Vita. A Rose in the Twilight. This is the big box. This is like one of the very hardest freaking games to find complete like this, with all the extra stuff it came with as well. So if any of you guys ever played the Rose in the Twilight, this one is freaking fire.
Adopted popular opinion, you'd go to sleep and then your items would be end up on Whatnots. They're just
Oh yeah, I
teasing.
wake up in the morning, all this stuff would be for sale. Come on, get a
Yeah,
mystery box
exactly.
full of graded games
You
right
buy stuff.
now.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, they're just teasing Pop, teasing him.
Yeah, if anybody has any other questions or wants to see anything, man, just let me know and definitely down to show you.
So, and what do you guys think? How'd that go? What's up, Rita?
Would you like to see more?
Do
of this?
we? Would you like to see us do this again with some other people? Like again, it's the first time I was doing it. I thought it would be a different idea. Yeah, we loved it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna need some volunteers to send me a message if you want in. Okay. I might even do one. Of course. I might even do one. Maybe I'll do one when I'm on vacation because I don't have to. You know what I mean. I could bring my little questions and I'm good to go. And again, I was trying to do it with customers, not other sellers, just because we want to grow the. I just want everybody to feel more like a community. So now you found out stuff about Ghetto. I found out stuff about Ghetto I didn't know, like that his brother got him into it. He was raised by his grandparents, his whole family games. He has a crazy collection, more than I knew.
I got a question for him. How many games do you have total?
Somebody was asking if you
So
know,
this
like, has
closet
a
right here
list.
is full. Total, I have 8,760 ish total.
Wow.
Once we move into our forever home, I'll be able to deploy everything. I have more shelves and stuff to put out, but I can't do it now until we move. So, but once I
Right.
get moved in our forever home, then I'll be able to deploy everything. So,
So do you actually have like a list so you don't buy multiples or anything like that? Somebody did ask that.
yeah, so I use an app. And then
Okay.
this is my game hunting folder right here. So whenever I go game hunting, I take this folder with me. And hold on a second. Well, if that came from, you know where that came from, guys? Popular Opinion Show.
There you
So these are
go.
my list. This is a rarity. It's like this when I was hunting. This is when I was chasing the Vita. When I went to finish the PlayStation Vita. So I made my list of hot sheet, what I needed and what I didn't need. That's how I do
Ah,
it here. And then this
uh-huh.
part here is like the Grail. This basically breaks down all the Vita games and like value, why, so on and so forth. So yeah, I do make a list when I go hunting.
Yeah, no, I love that. So when Jim and I first started selling games, and y'all know I'm not good with numbers. Jim is amazing with numbers. He can memorize numbers. Me, not so good. What? So I literally had like a folder, a binder with names of games, alphabetical order, because that's how I work, and how much they were worth. So I'd go to a yard sale. I'd be like, okay, I can offer you this much, So I love that you use a list too, because it's just too much
Yeah,
for the
it'll
brain.
save you money. It really does save you money because if you get like two or three of the same thing, like man, I already have this. You
Yeah.
know, because you spend like $70 on. I already have it, and I got two of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this happens. I have some doubles where it's happened before.
Sure.
Or I'll find an NES game. It's a 5 screw, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna buy it anyway because it's a 5 screw. I already have it because I want the 5 screw. So
Yes. Which I just learned. I was so proud of myself that I learned that from all you and whatnot. Because I'm like, I don't play games I don't know much about. So I go in and I don't remember who's streaming. I'm like, all right, y'all, you got to explain the 5 screw versus three. Like, I don't know anything. No, I didn't know. Now I know. Now I know the
yeah.
5 screw is better.
Oh, but thanks for having me on. I was heckin' nervous. Like I said, usually I'm just filming. I'm never on their side
Oh
of the camera, so I'm
no!
just like,
Look, it's just like they loved it. They
yeah.
loved having you on, and I appreciate. He was the guinea pig. He was so. Thank you for being so gracious to be the first one to come on and answer the questions and show everybody. And
My favorite RPG of all time is Legend of Gaia. That's my favorite one for the SNES. I play that one still pretty regularly as well. Someone had asked me that one. I think it was Travis Taylor. Taylor asked that.
yep. All right, y'all. So I am going to respect Ghetto's time. Again, thank you so much. If you guys are not and gals are not following Ghetto Finger Gaming, give him a follow on here too. You never know. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds? You never know if he's going to turn out to be a seller or not. But also follow him on YouTube and Instagram. He's like, no, I'm
I'm not
keeping it
selling
real.
nothing. I'm not selling nothing,
All
man.
right. Well, for nothing more than some people are probably gonna reach out and ask some questions. I bet
Well,
through the
anything. You guys can
pictures,
always
so
reach
they
out,
can do
question my
that.
game, anything I can ask. I can answer anything.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
is a good question. Where did you come up with Ghetto Finger Gaming? I didn't
all
ask
right,
that.
so GTA 1 has Ghetto Finger on the Move on GTA 1 for PlayStation. There's a song in there called Ghetto Finger on the Move. And for some reason, I was in high school. I thought that was the coolest beat in the whole world. So I started calling myself Ghetto Finger. And that's
So
how it
he gave
started.
himself the name.
Yeah, I was
Love
like,
it.
man, that's a cool little jam in the game. So I'm like, all right, sweet, man. I'm gonna call myself Ghetto Finger, and that's been ever since,
It
you
was
know.
stuck. Love it. All right. Well, again, we appreciate it. Guys, you could reach out to him Instagram, not Facebook, YouTube, or on here. We thank you so much, and just letting everybody know, if you are interested in doing this and you want to become a part of it, and send a message, not to Jim because he's not in charge of it. Send a message to me. Send a message to me directly because I'm the one who
Yeah, you
came
ain't
up.
in charge, Jim.
I'm the one. He wouldn't
Mama
do it.
Bear's in charge. I got the same thing over here. My wife's in charge. Like I wear the
It's
pants until she
not.
gets home.
All right. I tell him an idea. He's like, no, I don't know. I said, I'm just gonna try it. Let's just see what happens. If it goes, it goes, and if it's good, we'll do it again. That's it.
No, it
Like, all
was
right,
fun. Thank you
fine.
guys for visiting my house and come checking out my stuff. I appreciate you guys' time to come check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.